Things were going great for India's booming e-two-wheeler market, which, after witnessing all-time high sales record of 85,000 units in March, suddenly saw registrations drop by 23% the following month. The reason? Well, word on the street was that the e-two-wheelers, which had thus far benefited from subsidies under the government's FAME 2 policy, were likely to get more expensive. This was confirmed later in the month of May when the central government finally decided to cut down the FAME 2 incentive scheme. Previously, the FAME 2 scheme provided a rebate of Rs 15,000 per kilowatt hour of an e-scooter's battery capacity with a maximum cap of 40% of the e-two-wheeler's ex-factory price. Now, however, it's been revised to Rs 10,000 per kilowatt hour of battery capacity with a cap of 15% of the ex-factory value. So what do these changes mean for the growth momentum of India's electric two-wheeler market? The drop in subsidy has been brought on in part due to electric mobility having received enough of a boost to raise awareness, and in part due to the failure of several manufacturers to adhere to the government's phased manufacturing guidelines. Any way you look at it though, several manufacturers believe that the drop in subsidy is premature and will affect the growth momentum of electric two-wheelers, which are far from the most prevalent form of two-wheel transport on Indian roads. According to the Chief Business Officer of Ather Energy, Ravneet Fokela, if there is a price hike across the board, it does impact market sentiment temporarily. In the immediate term, there will be some impact on the market sentiments for sure. Although Fokela stated that the effects of the subsidy drop won't have a lasting impact on sales, many others have expressed concern given the price hike. Chief among which is the CEO of Hero Electric, Sohinder Gill. According to Gill, the Indian market is price sensitive and the total cost of ownership is not firmly established in consumers' minds yet. Only a few consumers can afford to spend more than Rs 1.5 lakh on a two-wheeler. As per the most recent union budget, the government made no announcement regarding the extension of the FAME 2 subsidy beyond its existing deadline of March 31st, 2024. And this meant that subsidies were going to come to an end one way or another. But according to Gill, the drop in subsidies is sharp and premature and can adversely affect the EV adoption rate. But is that too bleak an outlook? Well, let's take a look at the prices. Market leader Ola Electric, which has thus far been immune to any demand fluctuation, has increased the price of its S1 range of scooters by exactly Rs 15,000. Brands like Ather Energy, on the other hand, have absorbed a certain portion of the subsidy hit and are therefore expecting a profitability hit in the short run. The brand's flagship product, the Ather 450X, now costs only Rs 8,000 more than it did prior to the 1st of June. Even Ampere Electric, the e-two-wheeler arm of Greaves Cotton Mobility, has hiked the prices of its range of e-scooters by a minimum of Rs 21,000. In fact, Hero Electric is the only leading e-two-wheeler manufacturer that is absorbing the costs of the subsidy drop entirely. While manufacturers have been able to tell us just what percentage of price hike their respective products will face, none have an estimate for the sort of drop in sales they can expect in the ongoing fiscal quarter. But given that it would take, according to some estimates, close to 5 years to recover the additional cost of purchasing an electric two-wheeler over an ICE scooter, as opposed to the 3 years with the subsidies in place, the pendulum could once again swing back towards ICE scooters. So while the future of both two- and four-wheel transport is definitely electric, the drop in subsidies could prove to be a little bump on the road to widespread EV adoption.